Coetzer, and my work Open House is this sculpture on the corner of Dorp and Long Street. You can call it a sculpture, but it's actually a public platform, an artwork that invites participation. So the open house came to me very clearly and very quickly, and I had to see how it would work out, starting from the bottom up, literally. I used the plinth as the foundation for the idea. So my idea is that democracy is an open house with a firm foundation and a balcony to sing from, or to cry from if you like, or maybe just to wave from. So as a sculpture, starting from the bottom up made a lot of sense as well. I had to find out whether the plinth could actually keep up a structure like this that could potentially also have a lot of people on it, and maybe rowdy people even, or jolly ones. So we had to make sure that the foundation is strong enough, and it was, when I found out it really is. Well, with the launch imminent, I'm cautiously optimistic that it'll be a bit of a jol, I hope. But actually what I'm hoping for is also that it will be a space that will be embraced by anyone who would like to do something there, to make their voice heard, to let democracy live really, to speak out or to make yourself heard. So the launch will definitely include a bit of festivity and a couple of speakers. I'm expecting Max de Pre to give us a nice history of this area. It's a very rich area, Dorp Street and Long Street. So just seeing also the context of where this artwork is standing is also important for me. And then going forward, positioning it as a landmark in Cape Town where you could go to raise a point. I'm excited about that. In terms of my own body of work, the open house has a special place for me, and it somehow reminds me, in terms of participation, it reminds me of a project I did in Scotland where we ended up singing with the community. I love music as an equalizer, and so at the opening we will also use music, and I find that that's a very, very nice way into public art, is through participation musically. So Open House reminds me of the Room to Roam project I did in Scotland, where we worked with the community for 6 months and ended up singing an anthem and opened up conversation as well. And of course this open house will always be read against the backdrop of previous public artworks that happened in Cape Town. And I think it's an important question to ask. I have to also say that at the time when I conceptualized this, I had no idea of any sun stars or spectacles going anywhere. So it all played out, in a sort of a hornet's nest type of scenario. But I'm glad for it, because I think if we discuss public art, it can only get better. And I'm hoping for Open House to be the sort of artwork where this type of discussion will actually have a place to project from. In terms of public art and public space, I think it's really ideal for architecture and art to embrace, because what we are basically creating are spaces that invite participation. The participation is what makes public art alive. So I'm very interested in the type of art that successfully creates space for participation. And I can only hope that through this architectural structure, this will be a successful project in years to come.